Evelyn and Eric lived at the end of a quiet cul-de-sac, a picture-perfect suburban couple with their meticulously groomed lawn, charming porch swing, and a golden retriever named Max. To everyone in the neighborhood, they were the kind of people you'd trust with a spare key or invite to your backyard barbecue. No one could have imagined what lay beneath their sunny smiles and polite waves. When the Thompsons moved into the house next door, Evelyn and Eric were the first to greet them. Young, vibrant, and full of optimism, the Thompsons seemed like a perfect addition to the neighborhood. Evelyn baked cookies and brought them over, while Eric offered to help unload their moving truck. But it wasn't long before cracks began to form in the facade. Evelyn noticed that the Thompsons parked too close to their driveway. Eric overheard late-night arguments through the shared backyard fence. What truly set them off was the constant stream of visitors at all hours. Evelyn and Eric despised chaos. Order was their mantra. "We've worked so hard to make this neighborhood perfect," Evelyn said one evening as she sipped her wine. "We can't let them ruin it." Eric nodded. His hand rested on hers, his grip firm. "We won't." The couple spent weeks meticulously planning their move. They weren't impulsive people. Every detail had to be flawless. They started with subtle sabotage, flattening the Thompsons' car tires and leaving anonymous notes about noise complaints. But when the Thompsons brushed off these annoyances, Evelyn and Eric decided it was time to escalate. Evelyn's research was methodical. She spent hours reading forensic case studies and watched countless true crime documentaries. Eric, meanwhile, prepared the tools. In his basement workshop, he sharpened knives and practiced tying knots with surgical precision. "This has to look like a burglary gone wrong," Evelyn reminded him one night. "No mistakes, not a single one," Eric replied. The night was moonless, the perfect cover. They waited until the Thompsons were asleep. Dressed in black, faces obscured by ski masks, Evelyn and Eric moved silently across the lawn. Eric picked the lock on the back door with unnerving ease, while Evelyn kept watch. Inside, the house was eerily quiet, save for the soft hum of the refrigerator. They climbed the stairs, each step deliberate. Evelyn carried a syringe filled with a potent sedative, while Eric wielded a crowbar. The attack was swift. The Thompsons never had a chance to fight back. Within minutes, the couple lay lifeless in their bedroom. Evelyn and Eric cleaned the scene with practiced efficiency, wiping down every surface and scattering valuables to stage the scene. Before leaving, Evelyn placed a shattered vase by the front door, a final touch to sell the illusion of a break-in. The neighborhood was in shock the next morning when the police arrived. Evelyn and Eric played their roles perfectly, expressing horror and grief. Evelyn baked a casserole for the grieving relatives, while Eric offered to organize a neighborhood vigil. Who could do such a thing? Evelyn whispered to a neighbor during the candlelight vigil. "It's terrifying." As days turned into weeks, the investigation stalled. The police found no leads, and the case went cold. Evelyn and Eric resumed their lives, their perfect facade intact, but beneath the surface their bond had deepened. The thrill of their dark secret united them in a way nothing else could. They became bolder, more confident, and began to see the world as their own personal chessboard. When a new family moved into the house at the end of the street, Evelyn and Eric were the first to greet them, smiles wide and welcoming. After all, they had a reputation to maintain.